For me, a sim isn't the most beneficial tool. I get some things out of it that are really beneficial, but as far as getting the real feel, nothing can really ever give you that besides the real thing. So I thought we changed up our sim program, the way we kind of approached it this week, and I felt pretty good about it. So I just have to show up with a little bit more confidence at these places, and I think we'll be okay.
It was all about what we expected. The simulation was pretty close. Simulation was actually a lot rougher than what it ended up being because there was a lot of areas that got repaved. So felt good about it though, and just continuing to try to evolve as a driver and figure out exactly where you can attack, how hard to attack, make sure you're on the brakes the right way and getting your shifts all right.
Yeah, I only did one round of sim work in the GM sim, and I felt like it was pretty spot on. I mean, there was areas that were rough. There was areas that were a little smoother when we got here than but they worked on it since we did the sims. So all in all, it was very helpful to make laps and get a really good feel for the racetrack. A lot of the braking points were close. So all in all, it was very, very beneficial. I wish I'd have got a few more sessions at it, but all in all, it was good to get on racetrack today and kind of validate what the sim was doing.
I would say the racetrack is pretty much as expected. Like, I feel like our sim is a little bit different. Some of the wall layout just ended up different, but at the same time, just kind of not having those tools that you're so used to using. Just like our internet and stuff is struggling and couldn't connect to the stuff that I normally use to make myself a better race car driver.
I thought the sim, besides maybe turn 7, which they set up last night, but besides that, I mean, everything else felt pretty reasonable, I think. So pretty happy with that, and I thought they did a great job setting the track up.
50 minutes of practice, no testing, no nothing. I mean, yeah, we get sim time, but it's not the same thing as going out here. I say this all the time. The guys in the early 2000s who were able to go test, and I know it's different, but were able to go test and do all those things, they got a huge advantage over guys who don't. Even the next generation. I've been able to do, I think, 3 tests in my entire National Series career. And, some of these guys that are coming up now in trucks and Xfinity, they haven't even been able to do any yet. So it's it hurts us as drivers not being able to work with our teams and continue to better the communication. But here's what I will say is my hat's off to NASCAR and everybody involved to make this happen, because I'm sure it took a lot of planning to do it, and it's a lot of fun.
There's some tight sections and bumpy sections, and the cars are hard to drive. But I don't think that that's unexpected. Based on all the simulation that we had done leading up to this week, and the month of simulation leading up to this week, I think everything was pretty representative of what we had today. But in real life, when you're doing 160 miles an hour between concrete barriers, it gets more real than it does on the computer where you can hit the reset button. But the track's a lot of fun, challenging.